Hello and welcome to the Real Missing Piece podcast. We're so excited to be here this Christmas season. And I was just telling Candace, like, it feels weird again, another holiday that we go through as a new believer, and just discerning all the things. But today we're going to have a little bit of fun, a little bit, a lot of bit of fun. And I thought it would be fun to ask each other questions about reflection, friendship, and all the things this year brought. And are you ready, Candace?
Yes.
Okay. So I asked for RMP vibes and all the things, and I I'm just so like happy from this year, and it's just more than I could imagine. And so the first question that I want to ask you is about what our expectations are.
Mhm.
So, what were you expecting? And so, what expectation did you walk into this year with God? With, ugh, it's good. Let's burp
Start
that
rewind.
again. What expectation did you walk into this year with that God totally flipped?
Oh, that's hard because I don't know that I had any just because the way last year ended. But actually, no, I have one that came to my mind. It was the
Okay.
way the community was going to go because we were building out our we see you. And then 3 months later, God said, nope, try again. And we tried again with Besties on Purpose community. And then 3 months later, he said, nope, try again. So it was how the community would look. That's what God just flipped, turned upside down. That was crazy, but awesome. And I absolutely like now where we are. We've been here since July with this. I mean, we've had a slight update with the Ambassadors Collective, but um and Circle and all the things. A little bit with the ambassador side, but where we are right now feels so like undeniably God
Yeah.
and undeniably good.
Yeah.
So
And our YouTube community has grown so much. So thank you, YouTube
we got a
community.
shout out 500 subscribers
Yes,
happened yesterday. We are so
yes,
excited and thank you so much if you're watching on YouTube and you are one of them, and if you're not, you guys know what you can do.
yeah.
So
And thank you for all the amens and yeses. And just like I saw a comment today is like, thank you for your willingness to just be work through God and letting God lead. So
yes.
excited for that.
All right, my turn to ask you an expectation question.
Okay.
Oh, what expectation have you let go of that brought more peace to you this year?
A lot of expectations. I think the expectations of just trying to be the person that I think I needed to be was a big expectation of not having a job, and God just like providing throughout the year and just leading, and but letting him lead by just getting to know him, getting to seek him, and just like it's been so cool. And getting my Bible in March, not on my vision board, but like the expectations of just not having to do all the things that I thought I had to do to feel successful, feel peace, feel freedom. It God done flipped that upside down. And
Yeah,
thank
and
you.
for you too, what I've noticed, and a little bit of mine, was the sports mom, the
Oh yeah.
expectation of your identity of sports mom. I've seen you.
Yeah, my identity for sure, like all of it.
Yes, for
So,
sure. All right, now we're moving to section two, which is going to be uh, where did joy surprise you? So, what was a tiny moment this season that made you smile without trying?
when we this season we went on a road trip to Candace with my kids. I have a 7 year. Oh, he's not even 7. He's 6, almost 7. And and a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old. And I've always like not wanted to do a road trip, but it was actually a really fun road trip. And I didn't need to like try to smile. It was just fun the whole time and no one was complaining. And I feel like they smiled too without trying. So that was fun. And how about for you? Where did joy show up unexpectedly? A lot of unexpectedly for you.
You might have to help me here. Unexpected joy. I don't know. This is why I like to read questions beforehand. Where did joy show up unexpectedly? I think I'm going to go this route because joy has shown up unexpectedly for me in tough places. And I know that's not a common answer.
That's what I was gonna say, but I
No.
wanted you to
It's
say
like
it.
I'm not going to give you the answer, but I'm smiling at you because I know the answer and I'm like, tell me the answer. Then you told me telepathically. Um But in the tough places, like in the places where I know in the past I would have been completely like crushed and like devastated, but then I've been through it and God's been there with me and I know he's with me and then I have joy that surpass like peace and joy that surpass understanding. And for the listener who's like, "What? You're joyful in the like hard?" Yeah. It's weird. It's not like the same like, "Yay! Joy." Like it's like a joy of knowing that a couple things. Number one, I don't have to worry about it. God's got it. Number two, that like this is shaping me. Like no matter what, no matter how hard this is shaping me to make me better. And there's some area that's going to be like refined for me that's going to impact and help others. And so that would be the unexpected answer of that
Yes,
question.
that's what I was gonna say, but I know it was coming to you. And just like knowing that, yeah, God's got your back and that God uses even bad things for good things. So
Yeah.
that was a huge
Yes.
mind shift for me too.
Yeah. All right. I think you're up first for this
I
question.
am. So, okay. Three, our favorite friendship that feels like faith. And
Mm,
I'm so thankful for our friendship. I always have to say
same.
that.
Mm.
But how did our friendship help your faith feel real this year?
Oh
For
my.
real.
I just got all the like the weird chill spots like
I
across
know.
my chin, like and like my side, my ribs. Like what? These are like the weird spots. But oh, okay. I told Cheryl like after Brandon Lake, I'm like, I have been in a weird era of like I used to be the crier and now I'm like not tears aren't coming. Like they are, but not like they used to. But anyways, um our faith has felt helped me help how our friendship has helped my faith feel real because I have been able to like advance this journey not like without like any judgment. And also I know that like there's been times where God has guided each of us to show up in different capacities for each other that is only God. Like only God could have done that. And but also only you could have done that for me. So, I love all the ways, like literally all the ways of all the conversations. And there's been the times where we've needed to just hear what the other person says and like give the soft answer or give the no answer to like just hold the space. Then there's been the other times where we had to be like, I'm just going to tell you what you're doing. This is it. Right. So that's how it's made my faith feel real this year is like, and seeing, oh, here's another way seeing that what my bold faith like did over 2024 into 2025 and then seeing what we have therefore like from that what we've been going out and it's God through us but it's just
Yeah.
been that has made it feel so real it's like it's unshakable. I know that we're like I mean, we already knew we were sisters for life, but it's like strengthen that bond and I'm just enjoying the season. Like I know
Yeah.
God's not done with us and it's been so real.
I've
So
been hearing that song so much, or that line in songs,
really,
like God's not done.
oh,
Yeah.
the one I've been hearing is it'll come to me in a minute. Oh, it's right there on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, so my question for you is, what's something you learned about God through friendship this year?
Everything.
Everything. I
uh,
met
just,
God through friends.
just changing my point of view of God. I was listening to our old podcast last or
Week.
this week,
Week.
or I don't know when. It was this week.
It was.
And in that podcast, you asked me how do I view God and all this stuff. And I hear my answers and I'm like, wow, it's been a long journey since then, or feels like it, but not at the same time. But like getting to know God and all the things that He does, and that like ultimately He loves us and He wants us to succeed. He made us for a reason. Like all these things that I didn't know, like that it came from God.
Yeah.
I would say like there were things that would come up like affirmations or motivational quotes or things like that. But I thought of that of like from the universe, I guess,
Hmm.
or just people. But everything now, like it's been so clear that everything's from God and He's omnipresent. Um, all the things. Our God is that whole thing like changed blew my mind and changed my point of view like from January and just getting to know God more through this friendship with the Bible studies and all the things that it's been real and a lot of fun at the same time. So thank
You
you for
know
that.
what dawned on me the other day as I was listening to the podcast?
Yeah.
Or maybe it was right before that. It dawned on me that you went to the retreat where you made the vision board about the table.
Yes.
Um, right before you asked me about the Bible study. Like,
Yep.
I'm like, oh my gosh,
And I
that's
was like, Candace, I got a lot of tables. I don't know
oh,
why, but they were so cute.
what is this table thing? Oh my gosh. All right. Question 4 section is going to be grace checked. One of my favorite words, actually.
Mm,
Um, it's my daughter's middle name. I know. Anyway, where did you have to give yourself grace instead of guilt this year?
everywhere, but mostly, mostly being a wife, like, in my wife role, just like not trying to do all the mom boss things of like trying to do everything on my own, but like being there for my husband as his wife and his helper and not trying to run the world
Yeah.
around it. And that was a big shift for me. And I used to give myself so much guilt around like just not having to do everything, just even not having a job. Like I was
Mhm.
giving myself guilt around that before, but now I'm like, no, God's not calling me to be guilty or feel guilty around that part of my life. He's like, and just realizing that God put me here on in this role for a reason, and I get to do that. Just giving myself grace in not having a job was has been so big for me. And I still like I don't even feel like I was talking to you this morning about an opportunity. I was like, I don't even feel guilty. Like it's just like it's just not there. Like it's not there.
That's
So
amazing. Praise Jesus for real.
so yes. Amen.
Amen.
And your grace check. Where did God show you He wasn't asking for perfection, just presence? How does this go
Mm.
so well?
Okay, so I don't know if I'm gonna surprise you with this answer, but it's actually in our devotionals, um, because and probably one that's most recent is Awaken Your Purpose one because we thought it was gonna look a certain way, And we thought we were, and then there were times where we were doing it because it was a longer, well, we walk with Jesus, or journey with Jesus was 41 days, right? 40, 41. I don't know. But either way, in our devotionals, because in the past it would have been like, oh shoot, like we didn't keep it going, and I didn't, like I just, and God's like, just pick up wherever, like let it go that you didn't do 5 days in a row, and go look at the titles and see if it hits you, and if it does, if I speak to you, then read that one. And um and then even like in times where we didn't have a devotional going, and it was like I intended to get up and get in my Bible every day, but then God's like, I don't know, like I had a reel pass my view. I feel like it was this year that said, practice the sip and stare, like with Jesus. I'm like, you just sip coffee and stare, like just sip and stare.
Mm,
And I was doing that the other morning, and my I don't ever like make time to just stand in my kitchen, and know what I see. I see like a hedge, but he trimmed the hedges down so I could see
yeah.
past the hedges a little bit now. So I was kind of leaning there, just like sipping and staring, and I reminded me of that reel. And so like it really isn't about perfection, you guys. Like it is, God just wants you to come to him. And also, in those moments where you are having the tough time, or you don't know what to do, or your kids or your husband, or maybe even upset with a friend or a family member, like go to God. And those
Mm,
are the times where he just wants you to get real. He doesn't want you to show up looking like a perfect little packaged prayer. He's like, I'm like, I there was one morning where I was backing up my driveway, and I'm like, Jesus, Joseph, I'm calling on all of you because I need everybody in this moment right now, because I don't know what else to do, and I know you know what to do. Like it's just presence. Like he just wants to be there. And that's how, like, it's been amazing, and I encourage everyone who's never done that to do it.
yeah, I like the sip and stare
Yeah.
because I do like silent, be still moments because it
Yes.
it does help.
And a lot of times we won't allow ourselves that literal sip and stare, because
Yeah.
we'll, like, something in our brain will be like, oh, the should start coming on, like, well, shouldn't I be journaling, shouldn't I be reading the Bible right now? But in that
Mm,
sip and stare moment, what I was taking in was like, I'm like sitting like this, I'm on by my kitchen sink, and I'm like, look at those birds and the patterns they're flying. Like God made all that. God made that. God made that. Hey God, what's happening? How's it going? It's gloomy here,
yeah.
as if you didn't know, right? Like you just so it's like,
Yeah.
is your brain just goes into like, this coffee is really good. I'm very thankful for this coffee, right? Like just
Yeah.
random sips and stares and thinks, and it was
Oh my
awesome.
gosh. I know the next one is gonna, your perfectionism is gonna come out, but scripture
Mm.
that held you together.
I'm like, we ain't even looked up a verse. No.
I know, see. So,
Actually, I'll tell you what mine is, and
oh,
it's
okay,
cliche-ish, but
go.
whatever. Romans 8:28. God
Um,
works uh all things for the good of those who love him. Something like that, you guys. I'm not
mhm,
totally quoting the Bible right now, but um honestly, because going back to what I shared earlier, there have been some times where it has seemed, and God is like revealing that everything isn't as it seems, right? And it's
mhm,
it's never as it seems, actually, almost never.
never.
And it's, if we can set our expectations like in a hopeful expectation rather than fearful or worry, then he's like, it'll help us along the way even more. But if we can just trust in him, then that's what I feel like has been strengthened in me this year, is my trust muscle. And
Mm.
yeah, and that, John, take a drink. No, I'm just kidding. Our husbands have this like little joke about how if they had to take a drink every time we said
Yeah.
I'm like, John, take a drink of your coffee. But yeah, no, if the trust muscle has been strengthened this year, and that one is one that, like, I even said it in a different format before this year, but the way this year I've leaned on that verse over and over, but not in like the way I used to lean on it. It's been like just a knowing and a practicing rather than a saying it but not really understanding it. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
um
I feel
what
like you started with 828 too.
what?
Ish. You started the year with 828, right?
I
No?
start
Yeah,
yes, with
you
828
did. Okay.
membership. Yeah, and actually I
Yeah.
need to go look that up. I wanted to do that. Don't let me forget. I wanted to get in on the Proverbs challenge if they're doing it.
Okay.
But for you, what verse do you
Mm.
want to carry into the new year? Ha ha.
I think it's this faith over fear.
Is that a verse?
I don't know.
Like, I'm just taking.
But also like Matthew 6:33, like
Mm,
continue to seek the kingdom. Um, and just like continue on this path. I've just been saying that like I feel like now it's like I've turned a corner and it's like this is the rest of my life. And that's hard for me to say even because I am the person that likes to start new things, that likes to bring new things, but he maybe it's the renew your mind daily, like
mm,
you get renewed every day and you get to do it again and again, and every day is different. Every day, like even the tastes are different, like everything's different. Even the holiday season, just like how we started it, even the holiday season's different. It's just we get to renew our mind in the Bible or just in the day. Like when the sun
mm.
rises, it's a new day. I woke up this morning at to go to my 6 a.m. workout. The full moon was still out. But by the end of the workout, it was sun. Um, so that I think there's three there. I just gave you
Yeah,
three.
all of them.
Um, but I probably wouldn't have known any of those last year.
No, you wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I don't think.
So I'm excited.
I'm
So I
thinking
think
like,
we take a pause right here and we're gonna do a part two
yes.
of these questions because we have six more. So hit that subscribe button and watch the next
Wait, we
episode.
have 7 more. We have to do 6 first.
Oh, brew. Okay. Never mind. We'll do seven more after this.
6, 7. That's
Six,
just for our kids.
seven.
There you
So
go. Merry
that's what we're
Christmas,
gonna
kids.
do.